So as you can see, it's been a vinyl seat and it's been ripped and weather's gotten into it and ants as well by the looks of things. So the only thing I need to do with that now is run over it with a hairdryer or a hot air gun, not too hot, and it'll sort of shrink the material to make a nice tight fit, but that looks alright. Today we're going to do seat cover, eh? Never done this before, this is the first. So this is the seat of the Vespa, and as you can see it's been ripped and then it's just rotted away. I mean there's nothing left of it, but I think the most important thing is making sure you don't destroy it, because you want to use this as a template if possible. Yep. So we do. So if we turn it over, the first thing we need to do is take this cover off. This cover's held on by staples, hundreds of them, and this screw all the way around. So we need to take all that off first, and then we can take the cover off in one whole piece, and then we can trace it out onto the new material, cut it out, stitch it together, which I haven't got a clue, that's the next profession doing that. And yeah, so we'll see how we go anyway. Right, so there's a couple of brackets on here. I'm not 100%. I think these brackets have maybe held a strap on it one time on the back, but there's no strap on it just now. Maybe I'll get one through time, I don't know.
There's a tub there for putting everything in.
Yeah, a wee tub.
Tidy.
Tidy.
Is my kitchen table.
Your kitchen table. I might not need them back on unless I get another strap for it. Or I might put them on because the next owner might want to put a strap on and be looking for them. So, the next thing is getting these staples off. They're very tight in. So, I can prise them out using a screwdriver. Jesus, that's not easy, is it?
No. But we'll work our way around and we'll get this cover off.
We will.
And we'll get back to you.
We'll maybe need pliers to try and pull them out, and there's pliers there. Because you can pull them out with the pliers. And we'll just stick staples in there as well, so as we don't make a mess. There's the first two out. So we'll work our way around, taking all the staples out, seeing how we get on, and then, yeah, here we go. Some of the staples are tight in.
Right, now you have to be very careful taking that off.
Very careful. You don't want to damage the foam under it either. Yeah, still a couple there. This one here that I missed. That one. Yeah. That's another one. How did I never see them?
Because they're right in.
There we go.
Might have been better taking it off the narrower bit at the back.
Probably. That's
I'll
weight.
hold
Weight.
the foam. Peel.
It's weight at the front, soaking.
Aye, it is. Need to put a waterproof
No.
cover. Yay!
Yay!
One cover off.
And this is actually soaking here. That's like
So we'll have to
wringing wet.
dry that out.
And here, so it's a beautiful windy day and sunny, so I'll just go and stick this out in the washing line, and then we'll get this table cleared and then start cutting up the old cover.
get a pattern.
Yeah. So that's all that done. I've just got to give the table a quick spray, keep it nice and clean. Because you don't want your seat all dirty. Although it's going to be a black cover we put on it. Black's much better, hides the dirt. And then there's the cover.
So I think what I'm going to do, just to play safe, is to unpick the stitching. Because I want a perfect template. Okay, I could cut up the seam, but I'll probably cut a bit off, so I don't want to do that. So I'm just going to unpick the stitching all the way around this seam. Where did I start here? Just very carefully taking the stitch out. Take a while, but better being safe than sorry. Yay!
Yeah.
First bit done.
First bit. So like Annette was saying, there's 3 bits. There's that bit, it's like a big tennis racket. And then there's a bit in the back of the seat.
There we go.
And that's bit number 2.
The back of the seat.
Back of the seat.
And bit number 3, the
And
sides.
then bit number 3. So there's the main body, the back, and that. So what we'll have to do is trace them out onto the new material, the new vinyl, and cut them out. But when we trace it on, we need to leave
an edge.
An edge, like say when we trace this bit, leave a centimetre edge or something round it so as it can be folded and paired with this and stitched on here. But we'll show you how it's done. Anyway, so that's that bit done. So the next part's the tracing. Now that we've got this seat in bits, what we do is take the sections that we need, fold them and cut them in half. And then we take the material, fold it in half, clip this to it and draw a line round it, and then draw another line for the extra, you know, for the stitching, the overlap. And we do that with all the bits. The reason we don't cut out, like take the whole bit and use it as a template, is because the material can be stretched. So one side could be a slightly different shape from the other. So this way, if we cut it in half and use a half, then both halves, when we cut this out and open it up, as you'll see in a second, both halves will be symmetrical. Or at least they should. I'll swap places with you so you can cut that. So it's really important to get your measurements 100%. And Annette will show you when she finishes cutting this. Yeah, so that's that part. Now, if we take that off, and we'll show you what it's like. Ready to sew. So as you can see, there's a line where the stitching should be on every piece, and there's a wee extra, the overlap that folds over. So what we've done is put a bit of black tape on here to mark where the overlap goes. So as even if the stitching, even if it doesn't have the mark on it, it doesn't matter as long as you keep that lined up with the mark as you stitch round it, if you can see what I mean. And your stitching's going to be the exact same all the way around for when you stitch your bits together. Now, it's sewing time. It's just a matter of stitching all these parts together. Right, do you want to show us what you've done so far?
Well, I've done, put the seat in to the side.
That's the middle panel.
Yeah.
Yep, and how does it...
Now I'm putting on the back panel.
Can we have a look what it's like? Jeez, that looks alright. That's very tidy. Told you I had faith in you.
Ripples.
So you're just putting the back on now? Okay. Right, I'll let you get on with that then. So, that's the net onto the last wee bit now.
It's just about pulling the vinyl and doing this row of stitching and making sure you're not having any creases. So this is just the last bit coming up to the end. As I said at the beginning, I'm not a seamstress.
So how does that look?
So this is your seat cover, and we've got this little ridge
Oh, aye, little seam.
round the seat and round the seat back as well.
That looks alright.
Just
That
so
looks
as
quite
it's
good.
not so plain and it's got a definite edge on it.
Yeah.
So
What have you done underneath then? With this extra seam?
what do you mean underneath?
Because it was one stitch holding
It's
it
just-
together, but the two
Now it's a double.
overlaps, the two bits are folded
It's a
over,
double, yeah,
and
so
stitched.
as it doesn't let the water through.
and it's making it stronger
It
because
is.
you've got two
It
seams
is,
holding it
and
together.
it's still stretchy to a certain
Yeah,
extent.
and it's waterproofed that seam as well,
It has.
so you're not going to get any moisture going in through the stitching.
So there you go. Daniel, it's up to you to fit it.
Well, we'll need to see if it fits. You think it will?
I hope.
Let's see. Right, you want your glasses?
Yeah. I don't need my glasses for
Are
this.
you sure?
I'm positive.
I'll put them up here right away.
Here we go. And let's see if this is gonna.
Well, it's looking good so far.
The tension.
Oh, look at that. Perfect.
Wow. I really.
That is
Really?
actually, I'm really impressed with that, to be honest.
I really did not think.
I'm really impressed with that.
Wow.
That is very
Wow.
professionally
It's a wee
done.
bit
Just a wee
on
bit
that
of that side there. Not too much.
too much there. Wow.
So, staple time.
Staple time.
And to set it on something solid. Get the first in there. At the edge, I think.
Yay.
Perfect.
Wow.
They went in alright, actually. That's... Let me make sure that's straight. Suppose we can do that when it's...
Is it taut enough?
Yeah.
You need to pull it a bit.
I can. Just depends. You've got to put a lot of weight on it. Like that.
That's not enough.
Yeah, it's one side's no went in right. But that's where you need the wee hammer just to tap them down. Yeah. Let's have a look. So we're going to staple round the inside. There's the first few just to hold it in place. But we'll put more staples in it. And there's what the seat looks like. Looks actually quite good.
I've never made a seat before.
A wee funny bit there, but I mean that's it's stretching out. We need to heat it with a heat gun once we're finished. We heat it up and it sort of clings more to the seat.
That's where that thread went.
That funny bit of thread. Aye. So there you go. One seat done. So how much you charging if anybody wants a seat recovered?
Nothing.
Nothing.
I'm not doing another one.
There you go. You heard that. She's charging nothing. Anyway, so that's the seat just about finished. We'll get on and finish that off. And yeah, once I start doing the rest of the work to the scooter, we'll get the seat put back on. And she should be good. But there you go. One seat completed. And like I say, you go over it with the heat gun and it shrinks it into the foam a wee bit better. But that's no bad for a novice. It's never recovered. Never recovered a seat before.
So here we are. Disclaimer again. I'm not a seamstress. It's not perfect, but it looks good.
So, seat done. All recovered with vinyl. Excuse the marks, dirty fingers. That's it all ready to go on the scooter. So I'm not going to bolt it on just now because I've still got servicing and stuff to do. But we'd go into there and clip down. So there it's just sitting there just now. So the only thing I need to do with that now is run over it with a hairdryer or a hot air gun, not too hot, and that'll sort of shrink the material to make a nice tight fit. But that looks alright. And even although it's not bolted down, that feels quite comfortable. And it looks a lot better. So there you go. You can do your own seats. Maybe not 100% perfect. Oh, and we've done a matching backrest. So again, done the exact same way. We cut the old panels out, we half them and use a half on a double piece of folded vinyl and cut it out. That way you get perfect symmetrical shapes. Staple on. The only bit I forgot here, there's two wee holes up here that locate onto the top box. I'm not putting the top box on just now because I've still to sand it, but if you have a look over here, that's what that'll like when it's on the top box matching. I was originally going to do it red, a nice bright red, you know, to go with the black scooter. But yeah, nah. I think black's probably easier. It's easier to get clean. So there we go. And that's it. All done by Annette. Well done.
Thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome. So, yeah, that's it. Scooter recovered. And again, this can be any motorcycle, any type of seat can be done the exact same way with any type of material, even leather if you wanted, but you really need an industrial machine with a harder needle to go through leather. But you could have done this in leather and it would probably last the rest of the life of the scooter. But saying that, it's not that big a job really. It's just fidgety, but however. Anyway, that's it, and I'll speak to you all later. So it's bye from me.
And it's bye from me.
Bye.